If you're not good with yourself, you don't give yourself enough self-love, you don't have your self-care routine, you're going to struggle to go out there and help other people anyway.
Welcome to the Mind Over Money podcast with Jessen James, the only podcast you need to tune into each week to grow your personal, professional, and financial life. Join entrepreneur, investor, and multi-award-winning international speaker Jessen James as he shows you how to take control of your mind to create the life, income, and career you deserve. Here's your host, Jessen James.
Hey everyone, it's Jessen here and welcome to another episode of the Mind Over Money podcast. Now, this episode, I'm going to flip things around a little bit because often we talk about money mindset, how to make money, how should we look at money, our attitude towards money. We cover a lot of topics here on the Mind Over Money podcast. But today I'm going to talk about something that, whether you're on your journey to making more money or not, I think you should all pay a lot more attention to what I'm about to say. Why? Because it's something that not a lot of us actually give any attention to. You see, on this journey called life, we meet a lot of people. We spend a lot of our time going out there trying to help other people, do good by other people, please other people. And in the process of doing this, we end up creating what's called an inner conflict. What does that mean? We end up actually not pleasing ourselves, not ending up doing what we want to do, not caring about what we need, not caring about what we want, because we're busy putting everybody else first all of the time. Now, here's the interesting thing. A lot of us spend so much of our time trying to figure out everybody else that we don't even know who we are anymore. Isn't that true? It's funny, isn't it? So have a think about what I'm saying to you. What has this even got to do with money? Well, look, if you're not good with yourself, as in you don't spend enough time with yourself, you don't give yourself enough self-love, you don't have your self-care routine, you don't put yourself first, you're going to struggle to go out there and help other people anyway. Let's be perfectly honest. And now I meet a lot of people, like parents, for example, those of you who've got kids. Some of you don't even love yourselves enough. Well, what if I told you that you can't love anybody else until you've loved yourself? What if I told you that? You'd probably go, that's not true, Jessen. I love my kids unconditionally. I'm not disputing that, but you could love them even more than that. What do I mean? If you looked after yourself for a change, if you worked on your own mindset, if you worked on your own self-worth, you could show up 110 times better than what you're showing up right now for them. And that means, do you really love them? Because if you really loved them, you'd give them the best of you, not what's left of you. Think about that. And many of us are running around telling ourselves a lie. I love my family. I love my kids. I love my friends. I love my colleagues. I love my employees. I love whoever. You're quick to give this love out. But are you truly in love with yourself? Now, why am I telling you this? If you really love yourself, you'll make more money. Let me explain why. You'll know when to say no. You see, many of us are on this journey to make more income, make more money, have more freedom, whatever it might be. But we're so good at saying yes to everyone. Look, it's okay to say no. It's also okay to say no and not have to explain yourself. Like, you've reached a new level of badass when you can say to someone, no, I don't want to do this, and you don't have to explain yourself. Now, where does that confidence come from? Self-love. Knowing what you want, knowing what you don't want. You see, how many money-making opportunities have we turned down because we said yes to the wrong things? Learn to say no. I think it was Jim Rohn that said, when they asked him, what's the principles of success? Like, what is the secret? And he said, the secret is very simple. For every 100 opportunities that came my way, I said no to 99 of them. Think about that. You can only say no if you love yourself. Some of us are giving our time to people who don't deserve our time. Some of us are wasting our time going to meet people in business situations, for example, that have no intention of buying from us. And we did it because we didn't want to upset them or whatever it might be. Look, learn to love yourself more. If you can learn to love yourself more, you'll start to make more money, plain and simple, because you'll know when to say yes, when to say no. You'll show up better in life. You show up better for your family, for your friends, for your loved ones. So what can you do about this? Because you're listening to this going, Jessen, help me. How do I create a self-love, self-care routine? Well, let me give it to you right now. If you're taking notes, write this down. Number one, what's one thing you can do on a daily basis for yourself? Daily. This must be something that's easy to do, easy to execute, and that doesn't take a lot of time. For example, can you find 10 minutes every morning to be with yourself? Could you find 10 minutes each day to meditate perhaps? Could you find 10 minutes each day to have a power walk or power jog or something of the sort? Could you find 10 minutes each day to, I don't know, watch a personal development video, something? What could you do for yourself every single day? It's got to be something that you can do every day though. Self-care for yourself, all right? Next, what can you do each week? What could you do each week for yourself? What could you do each week? Now, for some of you, it might be go to the gym. Maybe you can go to the gym 3-4 times a week and it's just for you. By the way, when you're there, no picking up the phone and looking at messages and emails and notifications. No. Look, when I go to the gym, it's just me, my headphones, and those weights, baby. That's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm going in the gym. I'm doing my workout. I'm done. I don't get distracted. I'm not letting anybody else into my space. It's for me. It's my alone time. It's like a ritual for me. So what could you do each week? Could you do something each week for yourself? Okay. Now next, could you do something every month as part of your self-care routine? Could you do something every month? What do I mean? Could you book a spa day? Could you book a massage? Could you book some kind of getaway? Something just once a month where you take time out for yourself, okay? It's for you. It's not for anyone else. Don't go away with your partner. Don't go away with your kids. It's for you. Self-love, just for you. Now, we've done something daily. We've done something weekly. We've done something monthly. Well, what about every quarter? Could you do something every quarter? Every 3 months maybe, could you do something? Could you have a weekend away? Could you have a mini break? Could you have a short break? Could you do something that's just for you every quarter? And then, could you do something every year? For example, could you go on a holiday on your own? Yes, I said it. Could you go on a holiday on your own? You see, most of us associate holidays to going away with family, going away with friends, that we have to go with someone. Look, every year I go somewhere on my own, without fail. Don't get me wrong, I love being away with my family, I love being away with my friends. In fact, I'm very, very family orientated. I love all of that. But I'm also aware that I'm a provider and I'm always giving and I'm always helping and I'm always supporting, I'm always doing for other people. And you can't fill anybody else's cup if you don't fill up your own cup. So for me, it's almost like a getaway every year to recharge, be on my own, be with my thoughts, not be around everyone, not have demands on me or my time or anything like that. And that's an important part of my self-care ritual. So to summarize, can you do something daily? Can you do something weekly? Can you do something monthly? Can you do something quarterly? And can you do something annually? Once you've figured out what those things are, put them in your diary right now. Put them in as blocks, like they must be done. There's no two ways about it. If someone wants to book a meeting with you and it interferes with your gym time, do not move your gym time. You tell them, I can't do that time. What other times have you got? That's it. You don't move and compromise on your self-care routine. You might go, but Jessen, I don't have time to do 10 minutes meditation in the morning. My kids wake up. No. Well, can you wake up before your kids? What's stopping you? Again, it's choices at the end of the day. Every single one of us have a choice. You've got two choices right now. You can make excuses or you can make moves. It's entirely up to you. And for me, if you're going to take your life seriously, it should be about making moves, not making excuses, plain and simple. All right? So look, practice the power of self-love. Self-love will make you more money, absolutely, but it will give you a better quality of life. I promise you that. All right? So listen, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, do me a favor. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe on your favorite platform. Make sure you leave a review. Let us know what you think about the podcast. Let other people know what you think about the podcast, because that way you can help them also listen to this incredible content. All right? And do me a favor as well. They say sharing is caring and caring is sharing. Part of self-love is obviously loving yourself, but maybe you can encourage someone else right now who you know who needs to hear this message today. Maybe there's someone you know right now who needs to hear this message of self-love and self-compassion. Maybe they're busy supporting people all the time, giving back to people all the time, helping everyone else and ignoring themselves. If you know someone like that, do me a favor. Click the share button, send them the link to listen to this episode. And like I said, look, sharing is caring and caring is sharing. You help someone today, hey, you never know where that could lead them. All right? So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Until the next one, keep your mind over your money and your money on your mind. I'll see you soon.
You've been listening to the Mind Over Money podcast with Jessen James. Don't forget to subscribe and follow on all the channels, links in the show notes. Please also leave a review and visit www.jessenjames.com to find more resources on how to create the life you deserve.